For New Listings at Noon, I'm Karen Ringo with Compass.
And I'm Alison Scimeca with Compass.
And on today's show, we're going to be featuring this amazing industrial style townhome that's located in U Street Corridor.
Yes, and I am going to be featuring this absolutely beautiful, made over, renovated 4-bedroom home in Palisades, DC.
And we have a little delay in our video, but that is our condo, and here is our next home in DC, in Palisades, right?
Yep. In Palisades.
Awesome. Yeah. So for those of you guys who haven't watched our show before, every week, Allison and we go through all of the new listings on the market, and we find 2 of our favorite new listings.
Yeah, and they speak to us for different reasons from week to week, but for whatever reason, we think that they're the ones that we should be presenting to you, and we hope that all of you, or some of you, like, all the different things that we extend from week to week.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Allison is going to be sharing her favorite listing for the week first, and then I will be right after.
Perfect. Okay. So like we said, this is in Palisades, DC, and for anybody who's not really aware of where that is, it's very close to Georgetown. So kind of on the other side of Georgetown Hospital, and at the very end of Georgetown towards the west is where Palisades starts. And it's a long strip of land that goes kind of up along the very edge of the DC border, basically. And this house here, we're looking at the back actually here of this house, and it is a 4-bed, 3.5 bath. It's just over 2,500 square feet. And right now we're looking at the front of the front door, actually, okay, as on the left there. So I think our photos might actually be blocking the driveway and the garage, but it's directly where our photos are right here. But here we go. We're going into this main foyer. So it is important to know that this whole place, there we are, we're back, that this whole home was renovated top to bottom in 2019. It was a complete total improvement to the home. So this whole first floor here that we're going to be in first is really where the most dramatic changes have been made. I did look back at the listing photos from 2013 when this house last sold. These glass walls to the rear here were completely changed and brought in, and they now give you a ton of exposure and eastern light, looking into these outdoor areas that you have. So this is a pretty large deck you have here. And we'll see this is actually a very wide, very deep backyard area. And the fences back there lead to a park, which we'll get to in a minute. So this is kind of, the wow shot that you first see when you walk into the home. And this is looking back towards the back of the house. And you have this beautiful, of course, it's either the people, this is their furniture and it's amazing, or it's staged really wonderfully. But, and so then this is looking in the other direction. So they have a dining space here that we're going to get up to in a minute. You see the staircase, which is absolutely incredible. We're going to have a great angle of that coming up too. This is a pretty big dining space here. Right now you've got a visible 8 chairs without 2 being on the end. So that's pretty obvious that this is a fairly big dining space. It is separate from the kitchen in that the stairs are on the other side, which, as Karen knows, I'm a fan of kind of separating the spaces. I think this is a nice kind of in between of having distinct rooms and not having it completely open here. So it feels like you have some separation.
And I love those stairs, and it's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And that light.
Yep. There's a ton of light in this home. It's pretty remarkable. And so as we get into this kitchen, we have commented, I think, a lot in the last couple of year or so that lots of white kitchens are happening. But I really do, I'm kind of hit or miss on the white kitchens. I really do like this one. I think it was really important that they accented it with the floating wood shelves. I think that warms it up a bit. And just in this particular space, because it is so light filled, it just adds even that much more kind of light filled drama to the space. That backsplash is really unique. And even though it's white, it gives it a little edge. Of course, we know I'm into edginess, so feeling that. So this was the half bath that was added on this floor, and my understanding is that there was not one there previously, and so that's really great because when you entertain, it's best to have a bathroom at least on that level. So here's that shot of the stairs I was talking about. Gorgeous shot. And you have this kind of just in the middle of the house, and we don't see a lot of staircases going up the middle of homes as far as being close into the city, the further out we go where there's more room, and houses are bigger, we tend to see that a little bit more. But I haven't, we don't see this very often so close to downtown DC, and I really, really love the look of it. I do, again, like the fact that it kind of splits the space up. So for me, it's kind of the perfect layout. So here we are in the primary suite, which has also been reimagined. And you can see here that it looks like you're in a top of a treetop. A tree house, I'm sorry, amongst the trees. And another angle just so you can see the depth and length of the room. So this is upstairs. We have 3 bedrooms up here, and we have 2 full bathrooms. So you have the bathroom for the primary suite, and then the other 2 rooms, which we'll get to, has the other bathroom that can be shared and used together. All of this is very clean and modern. And so it just, it flows from room to room. And I think it's because it was all renovated at the same time. Sometimes you have a room that's really cool and it was renovated and other ones haven't. But everything in this whole home just flows so nicely together, which makes it feel like it's like coming out of like Architectural Digest or something like that, So yes, this is one of the guest rooms here, just giving you different angles. Obviously set up as a kid's room right now. Could be a guest room, a kid's room, an office. This is the other bathroom, which is really cute how they have these really intense pops of color here. I do love the tile on the right. I believe it's either black or it's just very, very dark. And it's basic subway tile, right? But it just shows you how different it can look depending on how you actually line tile up and what color grout you use. But I think it was a good use of a different color in a bathroom. And of course, you've got the white subway on the left here and in the back, along the tub and along the wall. So 3rd bedroom upstairs. This is obviously, again, used as a nursery. So this is the smallest of those upstairs. So if you were going to transform one into an office, this would probably be that one. It still has plenty of light. So you have, this would be a great size for an office. You could have like some kind of pull-out couch or something to that extent if you needed it for guest space. And now downstairs. So downstairs is just filled with a ton of light as well, which is always what we want, right? When you have a downstairs space, you don't want to feel like a cave. And so what you have down here is a playroom, office, bedroom, and then there's a full bathroom down here. They obviously have had some space here for the Peloton because who hasn't made room for the Peloton over the past 3 years during the pandemic. And as we go into this bedroom here, you'll see it's a really nice size. And because this whole level walks out into that outdoor space that we saw in the very beginning, you have all of these windows. And so truly there are just windows throughout the house that are really letting an immense amount of light in. So I'll give you another angle here and kind of looking back. This is a really nice size bedroom for downstairs. If I lived here, this would probably be my guest space due to the fact that what you're going to see next is we have a kitchenette and there is, the full bath down here. So it kind of makes sense that if you wanted people to have their own space, they could stay down here, or an in-law suite, au pair suite, all of those kinds of things that people have named the space before. Bathroom super nice down here. And now we're getting into this kind of kitchenette space that I was talking about. Fun use of color here, kind of this interesting blue-green color. I'm not even sure what color to call it. I'm stuck on what color that is right now, but it's
like a teal or I don't know.
I don't know. It's more bluish than teal, but who cares? It's great. So, and it looks really nice with all this white again. So here again, so this is good. This is an exterior shot showing the garage, and they point out that, and I think this was actually very cool, that they widened the driveway so that you could comfortably fit 3 cars. And if you've ever gone into some of these neighborhoods in like Georgetown, Foxhall, Palisades, the older homes, some of these driveways are really narrow. And so the fact that they widened it is actually a huge value add, I think. So I don't know if this is our last photo, but I did want to point out that the park that I mentioned in the beginning, the Foundry Branch Park, it is it's a national park, so National Park Services runs it, and there are some nice walking trails in there, and it actually connects you to Foxhall Road and Reservoir Road. Say that 5 times, and it can also connect you to the Capitol Crescent Trail. So it's really nice that it's right there in your backyard and that you can access all of that so quickly. So this is Ron Mangus's listing of Sotheby's. I have to say, I want to be Ron when I grow up. He has some of the most gorgeous listings I've ever seen. And he is holding an open house on Sunday from 1 to 4.
Awesome. I love that home. It's gorgeous. And I didn't realize that downstairs that was a kitchenette because I went through the pictures really quickly.
Mhm.
But yeah. Okay, guys. So we're going to move on to the U Street corridor neighborhood, 14th Street. And as we're doing that, Allison, can you just check on the open house for this listing for 14th Street? Because I
I will.
don't have that with me.
And I will get that before you are done.
All right. Okay. So we are moving on. This is also a Sotheby's agent. This is Matthew Korber. This is his listing. And I just want to say thank you so much for letting us share that. So we're going to keep our video moving. All right. So something that's really, really interesting and cool about this building is that it was used to be a historic warehouse and it was redone in 2007. And it was done by P.N. Hoffman and his company. And they came in, there's two buildings. There's a building that has flats with single level living. And then there are the townhomes, which are 3-level living on this side. So it's very industrial style. I love it. Allison knows that I have a thing for industrial living. So once you come into the space, and this is just we actually have the wrong video. So let's pull up the right video and let's get it right. That was our intro when we first came on the scene. Let's see, we're going to get this one out of there and pull back up.
This is when I wish I could help Karen because
I know. It's kind of hard when you're talking and showing at the same time. Let's see. We still don't have the right one. Let's pull it back in.
I can just start talking about this building a little bit because we've actually featured, I think, 2 other units in this complex in the last year. Because they do have very unique layouts, and you do have these 3 distinct spaces in these particular ones, because as Karen said, there are just single level condos as well in this complex, I guess you can call it. So Karen, if you're ready to go, then.
Yes, we worked it out. Yes. Sometimes you get the videos mixed up. Okay, so as we walk in, I chose this one because this gives you a nice look of the whole place. You walk in on the side of the kitchen and you're able to look all the way through. That's our window where you would have walked up to the townhouse on the left. But you have this gorgeous, beautiful kitchen that I'm loving. And they the owners redid the kitchen recently. The blue, the pop of blue contrasting with the white kitchen is really working. It is an 11-foot island. We have these herringbone tiles that are really nice with our two-tone cabinetry. So we have white on one side and then we have the blue cabinets on the other side. I'm loving how they're doing the matte black fixtures, and you have really nice upscale appliances. As we're looking down, I just want to note that lighting that's right above the island, that's reclaimed wood. And you'll see that they also, just like the other listing that we just saw, guys, you'll see that they also use the shelves, which gives it a little pop with the wood shelves in the kitchen as well. So as we continue, as we go on, let's pull it up just a little bit more so that you can see it. There's lots of storage, and some of the cool things, like right under the stairs, you'll see this nice little hidden broom closet that's kind of built in with the cabinetry. This is just looking back. We have this middle area that they're using as a dining area. Of course, you can use it whichever way you would like with that space, but I think it works really well. And the dining area flows into the living space. Now this, I really love, you're going to notice that you have the exposed ductwork as we're going here. You have the stairs that are very industrial style. The ceilings are awesome. You have this great private terrace that we're going to be heading into in just a little bit. But you have these really nice, beautiful wood floors that we'll take a look when we come back in. But now we're looking out into our terrace. So we're going to go out here, and it's very large. If you look at it, you see that you have enough room for sitting and entertaining, and then you have a separate space that you can eat and dine out here. So it's just a really nice size, very private, and you have incredible views. I believe that they said that this is one of the units in the building that has a direct view to the Washington Monument. So this is coming back in. Before we go upstairs, I just want you to take a peek at the beautiful floors. So these are Sarah's wood floors, oak wood floors. And this is our landing when we come upstairs onto the second level. On this second level, we have 2 bedrooms. And this bedroom that we're looking at is our primary bedroom. You have these oversized windows that are really, really beautiful, letting in lots of natural light. And you can see in the center that you can also open them, open the center windows to let in some air. Beautiful closets. You also have a walk-in closet in the space that we're not showing right now, and you have an ensuite bath. Now, the primary bathroom has a chevron tile floors, and I really love, and you're picking up that blue from the kitchen. So we have that blue thing going on with accents throughout the house. I would like to have this mirror that's above the soaking tub, which is nice. And you have this beautiful walk-in shower. Also to note, the gold trim was really nice as well. This is our second bedroom. You can tell that it's slightly smaller. The windows are not as long, but it's really great as well. And this is our second bath that we have on the same level. Walk-in shower, really nice finishings that they're using. And this, I just chose this one because it's giving me this restoration kind of hardware feel. So I'm loving the lighting throughout everything. Now we're going to head up to our third level. Our third level can be used as another bedroom. It can be a den. You're keeping these nice floors throughout, which is really nice. And this level also has its own private balcony as well, which is, it's a pretty nice size. So that's just another angle of this. There's so many really cool things about this condo that I'm really loving. So this is the private balcony for this third level. Now, in this building, you also have, because as I said earlier, you have the flats and you also have the townhouses. Inside of the flats, you have this party area, party room that you can have, and you have lots of lounge spaces, but you also have a 24-hour concierge, so you can have deliveries where they can, take your deliveries for you as well. So you have access to all of that, and then you have common common outdoor areas as well. So the condo fee, Allison, were you able to find that? I know that we have an open house coming up.
$766 a month.
Thank you. And then open house is coming up this weekend.
That is the 4th from 1 to 3.
Okay. And then
Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. And just a few more things I just want to throw out before we're finishing up is that there is garage parking. It is pet friendly. You have lots of fabulous grocery stores in the area. CVS, some of the award-winning restaurants are on 14th Street. I mean, it's just a great area right at 14th and B Street in the U Street corridor. So it's just a great space for shopping, hanging out, great neighborhood. So if you're looking for that, that's your, this is a really great place and area to live in. So
totally. Yep. That is true. I'm glad we were able to find that. I was able to find that stuff while you were talking.
I know. Good job, Allison. All right. Well, those are our two favorite new listings for the week. I'm Karen Ringo.
And I'm Alison Scimeca.
And we'll be back next week with 2 new listings, and we will see you soon.